Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. I have another thrift haul for you today that's still all a part of that same thrift haul day I had last week. Sometimes you go thrifting, you find nothing. Other times you get out there and you just can't even find any more space in your car. Last week was one of those weeks, and actually after this, I still have more to show you. Hope you enjoy. I was at the Goodwill the other day. It was the same day I found that terrific Bob Ross painting set. Anyways, a lot of people who work there, they know me because I'm there all the time, and they'll let me know when they're bringing stuff out they think might interest me. And one of the guys said, you should go see the cookware I just put out. So I did, and he was right. I was so glad I got there first. This stuff is amazing. I have nesting bowls. These actually are two of the same size. But I have 3 bowls in great shape, and I have one large covered pot, the next size covered pot, and 2 of the smaller ones. I paid $15 for all of them, but I think I'm going to sell them for about $60 as a whole lot. They're in great shape. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I've actually even opened them. They're all taped shut, and you can see they're looking pretty good right there. They were made by GMI, which I haven't found any information on GMI, but I can tell you a little bit about vintage porcelain enamelware, because that's what this is. They started making this back in the 19th century. It was really popular when they started coating everything from cast iron to steel with this really cool enamel glaze, which was not porous and really easy to clean. They started making a lot of these. My grandmother had a lot of these. These are not from my grandmother's era. And a way you can tell if they're really old enamelware or if they're newer, and these are probably 70s or 80s, is you turn it over. We're gonna give it a try right now. And just kind of, let's see if you can hear this. Tap the bottom. If it sounds kind of tinny, like this does right here, it's probably newer. This is Sandwich Clare, made by Anchor Hocking. That's the pattern name, Sandwich Clare. They made them in greens and rubies and other colors. They produced them between the 1940s and the 1960s. I was at the Salvation Army, and I spotted the tumbler, and I spotted the custard dish, and this was 29 cents. This was 49 cents, or actually vice versa. But anyways, I had them in my cart, and I'm thinking, you know what? I really don't need any more glassware. And I was about to put them back on the shelves when this really nice old woman came over to me, and she said, oh, look what I found for you. I see you're collecting that pattern. So I grabbed this, figuring, oh, that's probably the nicest piece in the group. I decided to buy it. This piece was 49 cents also. Turns out it's not the most expensive piece in this group. This one right here is. This one sells for about $10 on replacements. On eBay, maybe 4 or 5, but much more than these two. I'm going to sell them all off together as a lot for about $12 to $15. I saw these at the Salvation Army, and I picked them up just because I love the graphics of the box. I knew nothing about Dorfman Pacific Company, and I really actually have never even heard of fuel sticks before, but I saw they were made in Japan, and the graphics to me date them, I don't know, maybe the 50s onto the 70s. So I did open them up, and I found this really cool card in here, or not really a card, but saying where they were made, the company in Japan. And that company was founded in 1915, and now they market in disposable body warmers. Obviously, they're still in business. I just thought they're really cool. I show you one of these fire sticks. I guess what you do is you light the end of one of these, and you wait until they're all burnt up, basically, and glowing, and then you put them in a body warmer, or yeah, it's called a body warmer, but it looked to me like a box, or a hand warmer, and that's what they do. They keep your hands warmed. I did a little research on the Dorfman Pacific Company, out of Oakland, California. They're also still in business. They were founded in 1921, and now mostly they just sell hats and headgear. I just thought it was a cool box. It's not a full box. I've seen a few for sale. It's not worth much. I maybe get $3 for it. Found 4 of these hand-painted eggshell finished cups. They're gorgeous. Look at the painting on these. They're all similar, but all just a little bit different. There's no mark on the bottom. I think they're Japanese. They could be Chinese. They're eggshell. You can see right here how thin they are. And eggshell is exactly that, a very thin, translucent china that actually dates way back to almost the prehistoric times. And they hit their heyday between 1916 and the 1940s. I don't know how to date these. I'm thinking they're probably 30s, 40s. I did see somebody selling a similar set. You can see again how beautiful they are. A similar set, and I say similar because they did have the same black raised pattern right there, and they were floral, but nothing is half as pretty as this. Anyways, they were asking $34 for a set of 4, so that's what I'm going to try and ask for these. This is a 13-inch cake plate or a serving platter. It's a 1932 Depression ware made by Lancaster Glass. The pattern is called cane landrum. You can see that the bottom is a cane. That's where they get the cane landrum. They also did make a landrum. I paid $3 for this gorgeous piece. It does have one little issue on it, but for $3, I don't think it was a huge issue. They also came in green. As I said, they're made by Lancaster Glass Company. They were in business in Lancaster, Ohio between 1908 and 1937. They were best known for their patterns called Patrick or Jubilee, if you're familiar at all with that company. And I think I'm going to ask, it does have an issue here on it, maybe $25 for it. It's just a stunning piece. It's got on the back, let me turn it around and show you. Hold on one second, guys, let's see. It is a molded piece, and this is actually, you could feel it, it's an etching, but it's a mold etching. It was made in production. It wasn't etched into the glass, it was etched from the mold. I found these in the Salvation Army. There's 7 of them right here. I swear I bought 8. I have to do a little more looking. I can't find the 8th one. They're Spice of Life. They're Pyrex opalware. The pattern was produced between 1972 and 1987. I paid $1 a cup for them, which is kind of a lot. But I haven't found any Spice of Life lately, and I used to find it everywhere, so it was kind of like coming home. But each and every one is in mint display condition. I don't think they've ever been used before. And I did a little research, and when you're researching on eBay or Etsy trying to come up with a price if you're a seller, you really have to do a lot of research on what other people are asking. Some people might be asking a lot, and that might be because they are, again, in this kind of condition. Some people might be asking next to nothing, but if you read the description, you'll find there's flaws in it, or simply that they're selling them cheaply and they're asking a phenomenal amount for shipping. So just a little tip for all you new sellers out there, look around. If what you have is in perfect condition like these, you could probably ask a little more. I originally was going to ask about $3. I did a little more research and realized I could probably get $4 a glass for these. I picked these up at the same new store I found. It's called Promise Thrift Store. It's a charitable thrift store where I got the Hazel Atlas marmalade glass jar, or marmalade jar, which I have to say sold right away. I'm gonna have to keep a lookout for more of those. These are also Hazel Atlas. I love my cocktail shakers. That's exactly what these are. They're two. They're exactly the same. They're 22 ounces. They have a really cool decal on them. They're swanky swigs. They did come with matching glassware. I think that's all they made in this set was the glasses and these shakers. They originally came with the plastic top. It had a little pop-up thing here. These do not, unfortunately, they do not have the lids. I am going to ask, I don't know, I think maybe $8, maybe $9 a piece for them. They're in perfect condition, except that they do not have the lids. They are mid-century, and they don't have a name. They're antique cars. They do have a pattern code, which is ATC 28. Picked up this Anchor Hocking Fire King bead bowl, or beaded edge bead band bowl, that's what they're called. It's part of a nesting set. You can see the band right here. I picked it up for $1.99. If you saw the logo, that's a 1950s logo. You can tell it's a 1950s logo because it said ovenware. Ovenware dates it back to 1950s. It's in real nice shape. I think I might have a few different size ones around here somewheres. Hopefully I didn't sell them. They also came in jadeite. I do have a few in jadeite that I won't part with. This one I will part with for about $10, unless I can find the rest of them, and then I'll try and get a set going, and I'll let you know what I'll sell the set for. They made these for, this is a 1950s logo, but they made this design well into the 70s. I found all this great earthenware, this pottery, ceramic pottery, at the new store I found. It's called Promise. It's a charitable thrift store. It's the one I got stuck in traffic and walked in. And I saw these and I thought, oh my God, what a gorgeous pattern, what gorgeous color. I ran right over to them. I saw the whole set was $14.99. That wasn't a bad price. Turned it over, saw they were Franciscan, and I just called the guy over and said, bring a box, I'm taking them all, which he did. Tulip Time was produced between 1963 and 1973. And this right here is a salad plate. It's actually harder to find and more expensive than the dinner plate. I think the dinner plate on replacements is $10, and the salad plate I think was $13.99. I was trying to figure out the best way to sell these because it's very heavy. And I think I decided, as you can see, I kind of broke them up into sets. I'm going to sell them in sets of 4, the cup, the saucer, the salad plate, and the dinner plate. And I'm going to ask $30 a set. I don't think they've been used. They're gorgeous. The color's amazing. It's just a great find. Hope you enjoyed my latest video, and it was kind of ironic and funny. I thought I would show this to you after I bought the Spice of Life. Every now and then I take out one of my Reader's Digest that I found in the attic, and I breeze through it. I love looking at all the ads and reading all the stories, and I saw this Corningware range toppers. This is May of 1981. They were brand new back then. This was an introductory offer, and right here they're showing it in the Spice of Life pattern, so I thought that was kind of fun. I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm wearing the same top I wore in my last video because in my last video I totally forgot to mention that this was part of the $8 bag haul. It's Ralph Lauren. Thanks again for watching my video. I'm probably going to be AWOL for a couple of days. None of my kids, I have 3 daughters, have been down to visit yet. My youngest is coming Thursday, and then my middle one's coming the following week. But as I said before, I still have stuff for another haul. Next haul is going to be a Christmas haul. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, leave me a comment, and have a great day. You might be wondering why I'm wearing the same top I wore in my last video. That's because I forgot to tell you. I don't like my face. I'm wearing the same top I wore in my last video because in my last video I forgot to mention that is part of the $8 bag. It's lace, and well, it actually needs a little work. I didn't notice that.